Whoa! I guess they're just starting. I wasn't paying attention. Welcome back to... Wait, let me lower my music. Not that low. Welcome back to game number 4 of our matchup between the Peanut Gallery and Squid's Wards. Once again, this is the Ascension eSports Elder League semifinal match for the playoffs. My name is Stretch, and I think Crazy is still here. Crazy, you here, man?
No, I'm dead.
All right, he is dead. So it's going to be the Stretch solo cast. Everybody, buckle up, tie down your hats, and get ready. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I just want to point out the fact that if the Peanut Gallery wins this, this is a fourth place team versus the #1 team in the Elder League. This is a giant upset if they do win.
Wait, Squid's Wards is first place?
Yeah, Squid Wars is first place and the Peanut Gallery is fourth place.
Woo! I'm ready for
I
it.
just realized.
It's just
I'm ready.
business.
Show it to me. But let's get into these picks and bans. First off, the placeholder man from the Peanut Gallery yet again, getting that Aatrox off of the board. Darius and Zillion. We've seen the same ban pattern straight away all of these times. They do not want, I guess, the Darius pressure up in the top lane or the revive from Zillion in the mid. And on the other side, Squid's Wards. Go ahead.
Horseman 4 and Corn the Cat are both main on those champions. Horseman 4 mains Darius and Corn the Cat mains Zillion with like I think 400 or 500 games on Zillion in ranked compared to everything else at like 30. So that's why the Zillion is banned against him. I'm not sure about the Syndra, but I know that Sivir is one of Mother of Doja's best champions, which is why it's been banned every game.
Oh, straight away, what's this? People playing Sejuani?
Take meta.
People trying to win the game with the Sejuani pick?
Matt.
Finally, dude. You know, I went like the entirety. I think me and Save casted a Canadian like event, and like the entire time I was like, "Why is no one picking Sejuani? It's free wins." So we'll see how it turns out here. Maybe I'll eat my words, but I've had great success. Everyone else has had great success, so we should see great success.
Jana and Trist are getting through again.
This keeps happening because of these target mids, man. It's going to continue to just be a thing that occurs.
Wait a minute. You're kidding.
What?
The Ashe.
Well, you know, Ashe. It's good. You can pick people off.
Well, yeah, but I haven't seen Mother Doja's play it before.
Well, I mean...
Something new every day.
You're about to see it, man.
Ooh!
Ooh!
Ooh, the Corki.
Oh!
The Corki's open again.
Oh, the Vladimir.
I know for a fact that Killer Z's Vlad is dirty as hell. The Vayne, let's go. Wait, is that the Ashe jungle?
All right, here we go. No, it's not. All right, so
not again.
I'm pretty sure what they're doing here is they're like, all right, we got a little bit of a read. Remove some of the engage that Squid's Wards has available to them because they seem to they like the Ashe quite a bit. So get that out of there.
Yeah, Ashe is one of Iris Zero's best champions along with Twitch. Those are, I believe, his top 2.
Okay.
Ooh,
Twitch.
Twitch.
All right, this is gonna be an interesting ban phase here because basically Janna needs to be banned. Actually, no, Janna does not have to be banned. Because Braum is already picked up.
Jana needs to be banned on the side of Squid's Wards.
Yeah.
Due to the fact that Corki is up again.
Exactly.
Jana needs to be banned for sure.
And you can get that duo value.
Ooh, the Aurelia though.
Ooh, that's right. The Fiora is still available. So, do you ban the Janna or do you ban the Fiora?
I think they need to ban the Jana.
Actually, it's... Yeah, they have to ban the Janna. I'm getting my sides mixed up here. My bad.
Well,
the Zac ban, because they've seen it in 2 games from Gold Evolution. But the Maokai, do you really think it's in the top lane is the question. They're banking on the fact that it's not jungle.
Yep. Putting the cards down on the table here. Last ban to come through is going to be the Fiora.
That Fiora.
Yep, making sure Horseman 4 does not pick that one up.
I just have to point out, that's 3 bans on Horseman 4.
He's pulling a lot of pressure up there in the top lane. Now the question has to be asked, what do you play here?
Doesn't matter.
That's true.
I mean, he picked Yasuo last time, and I guess he did okay, but there was such a big front line he could. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's something that it gives him that aggressive stance that he likes to have in lane, but still is able to support the team with some heavy engage. I like that.
Not to mention with a Corki and Ashe, that is 2 champions that he can jump in one shot.
Yep.
If that J4 gets at all ahead, it's going to be a very hard-fought game for Peanut Gallery.
Very true. Now, we get to see where this Maokai is going to end up. Rakan going to be the support pickup there for the bottom lane. But now we have to see, where is this Maokai going? Is it the top laner? Is it the jungle pickup? It's going to be the jungle Maokai, maybe, as the Shen is just a hover.
I do have I don't understand why they would pick up Rakan versus Janna into J4 and Sejuani. Like, you can completely deny all the engage, along with the fact that Janna is just like, hey, Corki, do damage, more AP, go.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's for the fact that if Twitch ever goes out and unloads too early, Rakan's just going to go, Ulti W, you're done, get out of here.
It's very true, but they still have to... He still has to get past this front line. Like, you've got Braum, Sejuani, and J4.
Lysandra now, too. I don't understand why you would pick Rakan instead of Janna. Especially into the team that you're against.
Well, that being said, you just gotta trust the power of the Peanut
wrong by that
Gallery.
last time, so.
That's true, man. That Sona was a monster.
That Sona was a straight monster, and we bashed it in the beginning, too. We've bashed HMTKD 2 games now. Let's see if he can prove us wrong again.
Yeah, I'm just gonna assume that he knows something I don't know, and I'm ready to learn from him. That's all I'm gonna say.
But I do have something to note is that Leona Del Bay is going away from those Ardent abusing supports and actually picking up the Braum this game.
Yeah, and maybe that Braum was like a preemptive thing. Maybe because they were picking up the Twitch, they wanted to make sure that the enemy didn't have an option to pick up the Braum and block a lot of that team fight damage. But either way, it's going to be interesting to see how this one ends up down there in the bottom lane. Some decent support for the Sejuani. The good thing about the Sejuani Braum combination is you get the Braum stun, you can chain that into the Sejuani stun very easily. So Sejuani and Braum, probably one of the best jungle support duos you can have when it comes to ganking bottom lane.
Yeah, I do have to say that team fights are going to be very interesting to watch because on the side of Squid's Wards, they have a lot of ways to kill that Corki and Ashe, which is the 2 damage sources between Jarvan, Sejuani, Lysandra, and Twitch. Everyone can kill them. There's not a single champion that can do nothing to them. Like, even Braum can just completely stop all their damage. So it's really awkward with the team that was drafted. I mean, I feel like Squid's Wards just completely drafted better. You might think that you've got the front line from Shen and Maokai and then the Corki Ashe in the back line with the Rakan kind of sitting in the middle. But if Twitch ever flanks, if Lysandra ever flanks, J4 ever flanks, if they're just done. That's it.
Yeah.
If they can get on that back line, the fight's over.
Exactly. It's like you've got this pretty decent front line, but if that front line ever fails, what's the backup? Who's going to save the back line after that point? And the answer here is pretty
Rakan
much
can't
no
do
one.
that. Yeah, that's why I was kind of complaining about the Rakan pick is why instead of Janna? If Janna and Lulu are both up and you've got 2 ADCs on the team, why are you picking Rakan? I mean, the only time I would say that Rakan would be a better pick or even just equal would be if there was a Xayah ADC instead of Ashe.
Yeah. Not only that, but I'd say that if they didn't have an engage option, sure, try to pick people with the Rakan and engage, but they've got the Ashe arrow. Yeah, you've got Maokai, you've got Ashe arrow, you've got things to get to the enemy team already. But we'll see how this Rakan ends up playing out here. You said it before, you feel like Squid's Wards came out ahead in terms of the drafting phase. So what can you say about the Peanut Gallery? What are some of the things that they can do to try to close this team comp gap?
Well, actually, if they can set J4 behind, and same thing with the Twitch, they kind of just need to ignore mid lane, let them do the farming fest that's been going on, and just focus on bot and top lane. Because if J4 gets behind, he can't jump on the back line. Oh, he's just going to get bursted out. And Twitch eventually won't be able to get through that front line if he's behind. Along with the fact that if they play the team fights back to front, you got the back line sitting behind the front line. If you play it that way, they will win every single time. That is the way their team comp works. They have to play it perfectly. If they screw up, Squid's Wards will capitalize on that and end them.
Yep, and with that being said, guys, we're going to head to the loading screen for just a couple of seconds. I'm going to take a sip from this water and try to make sure my voice doesn't kill itself, and we'll see you guys on the Rift in just a couple of seconds. See you there.
Right, pegboard nerds on a beat and give me one mic, one Asian, one Latin, and one white girl with a couple of bottles. Yeah, that's a fun night. Ha, yeah, we are one. When the club shuts down, nah, we ain't done. You can
All right, game number 3 of our semi-final matchup here for Ascension eSports Elder League. Once again, if you're just joining us, my name is Stretch, and joining me on our color casting commentary is TSM Loosecannon, aka Crazy, bringing us the knowledge today. How are you feeling about this this game number 4, man?
I'm thinking that I'd like to see Squid's Wards come back so we can get ourselves a game 5. That's what I would like to see. I feel like these two teams would have been really fun to see as a finals match. But unfortunately, we're sitting in semis, and Tic-Tac-Tilt has made it until the finals. So now we're trying to see which team will go against them.
Yeah, very true. A 4.5 stack going on for Squid's Wards. Sejuani doing the stretch move where, Horseman 4 doing the stretch move where he's like, I'm going to try to guard both entrances at once. And the jungler's like, no, just go try to rush, please.
Oh, yeah, didn't we have this whole argument during script?
Yeah, exactly.
Get the hell out of my bush.
Yeah, that's my brush. Please go to the other brush.
I literally was like, dude, just walk the hell up there.
But either way, standard start here for Gold 5 Lucian on this Maokai, stacking up the saplings in the brush. Eat My Apple is going to start off on this top side here, maybe get a little bit of help from the Lissandra in terms of this Raptor camp damage, and then try to scale up to that level 4. Buff being taken very easily here. Directed Kama loves for us to watch this one, I guess. I don't know.
I guess so. It wasn't moving at all.
Yeah, it didn't like look at anything else. It was like, this literally is the most interesting thing. Look at it.
Well done. I think it's because Ash was dancing.
Yeah, maybe that's it. All right, Q from Leon Del Bay connects onto Mother of Dojas, trying to set the tone of the lane. Say, you know what? You step out of line, I will be hitting you and will be stunning you. So be very careful. Once again, you get a chance to watch this bottom lane. Iris 0 with a little bit of the push advantage down there in the lane so far. Top lane, some trading going back and forth between Horseman 4 and Wriggle Q. Not too much health lost thus far, as it's only a couple seconds in the game. That being said, Horseman 4 did have that 26-second kill in game number, I think, 2.
Yeah, I think it was 2. And then he proceeded to lose the lane.
Yeah, exactly. And then, yeah, Wriggle Q just was like, all right, that's it. I'm rolling up my sleeves.
He put out his gamer towel.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Holy dude.
Yeah, some casual farming here. Not too much to talk about. So why not yuck it up a little bit, top lane.
I think pre-level 6, the 2v2 from...
Ooh, I like this CC chain going on here. Stun does connect, but they won't have enough damage to finish that one off. They do get the flash out of Wriggle Q. I like that gank timing coming out of my apples.
That is a flash blown, though, on both Eat My Apples and Wriggle Q.
Yeah, very true. Gold 5 Lucian sees that gank happen up in the top lane, says, you know what, I'm going to take this time to go back, make a second path down to the bottom side, get this Raptor camp, maybe even walk towards Krugs. Actually, not enough mana for Krugs, so...
Sejuani hasn't even gone to his bot side jungle yet. His blue's still up at almost 4 minutes into the game.
Yeah, and still ahead in terms of last hits. over gold 5 Lucian. Eat My Apples taking his time clearing this jungle, really trying to be as efficient as possible.
That's because Raptors and Crows.
Yeah. Taking all the high value, longer, high value, high effort camps.
Yeah.
Iris Zero just throwing down the Venom Cask on the bottom lane. Just trying to keep Mother of Doges back. Trying to open up some space to get some last hits. And once again, it is a farm session here in Ascension eSports. Aggression? No, we don't like that. What we want is to last hit as much as possible, farm up, scale up, then suddenly 4 turrets will go down consecutively at the 24-minute mark.
I wonder if that's going to happen again.
Yeah, because it was like really weird. It's like nothing happened, then suddenly a bunch of turrets fell.
Like 4 turrets fell.
Yeah, and then we're like, I guess it's mid-game now.
Ash is completely out of mana.
Yeah. Just trying to throw out these volleys. Just worn down the bar. Good cues coming out of HMTKD to keep those health bars high, but even so, ooh, good step forward, chaining into the knockup, but they still can't win this 1v1. Have to step back out of that one as Mother of Doges had 3 stacks of the concussive blows stacked up by Braum.
That was actually so clean to look at from Rakan.
Yep. The dash forward into the side dash in. Whew.
Yeah, it looked so good.
That's one thing about Rakan that I like is like his moves when they're done correctly, they look so good. Top lane, aggressive trading once again. Horseman 4 trying to lay down the law against Wriggle Q. A lot tankier matchup here. Horseman 4 respecting Wriggle Q, actually getting the Dorn shield this time. This is a player that I definitely expect to see either a longsword 3-pot or a Dorn's blade, even in the Shen matchup. Good taunt goes down on the Horseman 4. He's now in a situation where he's got to find the escape. Q doesn't connect to the flag. He's done here. First blood going over to gold 5 Lucian.
That was heartbreaking.
It's happened to me too, and I know the feeling, and it feels terrible every time. Oh, man.
Ouch.
Ward goes down in the side brush down in the bottom lane. Meaning Eat My Apples is just going to dash away and maybe look for the Raptor camp. Away from Gold 5 Lucian, who showed on that top side. Unbreakable goes up a little bit late as the volley does make its connection with Iris Zero for the damage. I like this pink ward, or this control ward that's been thrown down by Eat My Apples, just trying to make sure that they know exactly when Gold 5 Lucian is going towards that red buff. We'll see if Gold 5 scouts out that brush on the way there.
That is a lot of deep wards.
Oh yeah, I like this vision that's coming out. Look at that, 2 charges of the Tracker's Knife already thrown down.
Look at that, he's abusing it because he can't see through the pink ward. That's so good.
Oh, pause comes out. No.
That's
Pause Ascension eSports.
no kidding. Pod camp.
Pause champ.
For sure, dude.
Man. All right, so far, I mean, 1 kill top lane, but the rest of the game has been, it's been real slow, man.
Like the rest of the game, other than the one where Wiggle Q popped the hell off.
Yeah.
Which was just dirty.
Dude, that was so fun to watch.
That was such a great game.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun that time. Now it's me sitting around going, they're farming, I guess. Ooh, volley connected again.
But I mean, when they're farming, it allows me to talk. Feels good.
Well, well, I don't know. If you can find some stuff to talk about in all this, I'd greatly appreciate it.
You got Twitch sitting. He already backed. He's got Dorn Shield. What is that? What is that called? I forgot.
Recurve bow.
Recurve bow. Yeah. Frick. I forgot the name. Yeah, we're actually seeing items on the side of Squid's wards. They have more. I don't think Ash is back this entire time.
Yeah, not quite yet. In fact, he bought those items. Iris Zero did. He still got 300 gold. Could have probably picked up a pair of boots, but still gonna sit on it. I guess, and wait and try to rush towards that Blade of the Ruined King as fast as possible. And maybe save the gold for some lifesteal or something.
Yeah, I'm actually really surprised that every time that Irish Zero plays Twitch, he goes the Bork build every time. I mean, they have a really good front line, so like this game it's really good, but isn't most of the time you're supposed to go crit early?
I think it depends, man. Whenever I play AD, I quite like Bork, even though, you know, I'm not any pro AD player, so I don't know. But I think Twitch is one of the ones who can get away with it just because he applies that on-hit effect to multiple targets at the same time.
Yeah, I guess. And I mean, it makes sense. But when they have, see, the thing is that with what he could do, what he's doing right now is he's going to have to hit Maokai and Shen. But if he went crit, he could 3-shot Ashe and Corki. Like, that's the thing. If he went straight crit right now and he waited for the right time, he could just pop out and 3-shot the back line.
Yeah. I'm going to switch us back to the between games screen. Just try to make sure that I don't allow any ghosting of ward coverage for these matches. Just want to make sure that everyone is staying honorable, staying legit.
Apparently, Tic Tac Toe won with a silver jungler. What I believe is a 3-out against Tim.
Huh.
The best jungler in AE.
Dang. That's
Yeah,
impressive. Silver
that
League,
was
the Silver League superstar.
Yeah, right?
I've never seen mechanics on Lee Sin like that. It's like when you show up to Little League Baseball and they're just cranking them.
Oh. Oh, dude. They actually only have another minute and 20 seconds of pause time. And then they have to either start it or FF.
Ugh. So who's missing? What happened? I don't have my chat up.
Yeah, let me check. Sejuani said he's the one who did it.
Oh no. That would be really unfortunate.
They're either going to have to start it or FF in 40 seconds.
No. So it looks like there's some connection issues going on with Eat My Apple's computer. 5 minutes have passed already, or 4.5 minutes have passed on the pause time. The rule is that each team is basically allotted 5 minutes of pause time. The reason that is
or 3 pauses.
Or 3 pauses. Otherwise, pauses can become absolutely notorious and crazy, and you can end up extending a series way farther than it should last. So that being said, looks like they've got 3 seconds. I'm going to switch us back over here to our overlay.
Well, now they've reached territory of breaking the rules, so
the pause must become undone.
It's not being undone. What I've never been in this position before, so what exactly do we?
I am not quite well. As casters, we wait.
Oh, there it goes.
All right, here we go. We've returned to the game. Sejuani is moving that direction and using abilities. I don't see a problem here. I'm confused.
I didn't see a problem at all. Hello?
Yeah, what? There was no disconnect. What? All right.
Whatever, dude.
All right.
And pause again. If they pause again, it's actually a problem.
Yeah. Maybe they said, let's take 5 minutes to discuss what we're going to do this game, which is probably not.
I mean, it is the last game if Peanut Gallery wins.
That's
so
true.
Why not, right?
Yeah. Ooh, good damage coming out of Corin the Cat, taking a wall so low. Flash in for the last hit. Corin says, "Killer Z, see you later."
That was a really, really brutal one to watch.
Oh yeah. It's just like Killer Z was like, "Oh, I got snared." Well,
Oh wait, that's
stunned.
actually so punishing.
Yeah.
Because Corin the Cat has teleport too.
Oh my god. Top lane, looks like we got a gank going on. Not going to happen though. Bottom lane, a little bit of aggression. Flash over the wall. Claw will come through, but no snare. That's about it. Alright.
That was actually a really good escape by Horseman 4.
Yeah, pretty crisp. Over that corner, directly into the arms of his team. And we'll walk him right out of there. gold-plat Lucian steps forward, sees that the enemy is here. Really? Package comes through. Good root. Claw negated there. Ultimate drop down onto Corky, but the Shen ultimate comes through to protect as well. Double kill now for Killer Z. Jump in from Braum, and it forces HMTKD to jump out. Ashero comes down, but is blocked once again by Unbreakable. Charm comes through. Exhaust thrown down on the enemy. It looks like Mother of Doge is kind of trying to kite backwards here. Stun pops out. Taunt actually connects on both of the bot laners here, and both kills go to Regal Q. Wait, hold on. Suddenly... Oh, the peanut gallery just skyrocketed ahead there.
This Shen just went, saved the mid lane, and then proceeded to go save bot lane.
Oh my goodness.
This guy is showing up huge this game.
Regal Q, you gotta be killing. Oh my god. And he's going his patented. I think I've seen Regal Q play this way before. He goes straight for the Tiamat over Sunfire, and then against higher damage top laners, he's able to punish more. I like that a lot.
And this guy is showing that he understands how to play his tanks.
Chat's saying open mid. Call it. Game's over. It was too clean. It was too crisp.
Yeah, they're so hype over Riggles these plays, and that was actually so clean by him. Not to mention the Rakan, CC, Twitch, and Braum for, I think, 3 seconds there.
Yeah, it is. And you think about how long 3 seconds is in like real world time. You're like 3 seconds. That's no big deal. There used to be a time, I think. In League, 3 seconds is literally an eternity. It's absolutely forever. You will lose your entire health bar to almost everyone in 3 seconds. And there used to be a time where Fatal Fury was point and click like 2.5 or 3 seconds. It was stupid.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
All right. So now we have to see what does Squid Swords do to try to come back in this match here. Ashero available for Mother of Doges, so they could look for an engage, but Leona Del Bay, always having that Unbreakable available, could block a large portion of that damage. Top lane taunt connects, and look at the damage that comes out of Regal Q in each one of these trades. He's taking advantage of the fact that he can negate so much damage and using that time to just trade back. That won't kill him. No, he just dashes out. Whew.
I'm just going to point out the fact that he would have killed Horseman before he got under the tower, but he misclicked on the main.
Yeah. Unlucky. I've been there. Either way, it looks like this is going to be, once again, one of those times where the game might be decided by the top lane, as Regal Q seems to have a firm grasp of the entirety of the map. Look at this gank happening in the mid lane there. Ultimate drop down onto Corky. He cleanses and kills Core and the Cat still. They actually stacked the CC there. Sejuani popped the stun while he was still stunned up by Lissandra ult.
It was well played by Killer Z.
Oh yeah, for sure. Ultimate dropped by Twitch, trying to get a little bit of a knock up there. Ash turns and tries to get some damage through. Actually, look at the taunt coming through. Exhaust thrown down. It looks like they're going to get the stun down onto this Rakan, though. Barely taken out at the tail end, but look at the amount of CC he was able to throw down.
Yeah, Braum missed his Q at the fight there, and it would have been a very different fight if he actually hit it. The pound passive did not go on until near the end there when they popped in on Rakan. That entire time, Braum didn't do anything. Other than be a mute shield and block the shield, I think.
Pretty much. The unfortunate circumstance of Braum. Gotta land that CC. Ooh, TP coming through from Shen. Once again, good reaction. Can he find the taunt that's required to keep this Ashe alive? He does get there, and now Horseman 4 is the one who's in trouble. Another kill for Regal Q. Flash forward to pull the blade through for the slow. 2 kills for the Shen player yet again.
This guy, Titanic Hydra, first item, dude. He is so strong in this game.
Oh my goodness. Dash out there. Good coverage coming out of Gold 5 Lucian to walk out Wriggle Q, who has immense map pressure right now, setting his team so far ahead in this early game. It's looking so difficult here for Squid's wards. It might be the end of the series here.
Yeah, unless they pull off a huge comeback, I can't really see them losing this one.
Yeah. Ninja Tabby's finished up now by Wriggle Q, setting his build even farther ahead of Horseman 4 in the top lane. And that global pressure is huge. He still has TP available, mind you, so he can come down and still affect the mid and bot lane very, very easily.
Yeah, for sure. He's got so many ways to help his team.
Yeah. Mid lane, a little bit of a gank coming out of Eat My Apples, but Valkyrie available for Killer Z means he's able to walk out fairly easily. Gank coming down to the bottom lane. Good jump over the wall. Looks like HMTKD is the target. Ash Arrow to Peel will be effective here. Ult over the wall, but no one to actually get to that kill and finish it off. TP coming through for Shen. Can they find the targets that they need? Shen very strong in the team so far. Taunt connects onto Leona Del Bay, and he extends his influence over to Iris Zero on the other side of the fight. He's so tanky, though, at the start of this game that he can't take him out fast enough. Corky will net a kill. No, it actually goes to Ash. And now Corn the Cat's the next target. The Q actually goes over Killer Z and almost takes out Mother of Doges, but it's just not enough damage.
That is an 8-0 Shen. This is a Shen who has, I believe, 80% kill participation.
Oh my goodness, dude. Wriggle Q is a monster. I thought Horseman 4 was a monster. Wriggle Q said, you know what? Watch this. I'll win my lane and the other two lanes all at the same time.
I mean, that's the power of Shen, though, isn't it?
Yeah, man. I've never seen someone punished this hard on a Shen before. This is insane.
You need to take some lessons from him.
Yeah, dude.
Woo. Actually, they'll straight message him after this game.
Like, yeah. Give my boy Stretch some lessons, because he's been trying to get the Shen to pop off like this forever.
But he doesn't understand. He's got the Scion, though. That's Scion.
Yeah.
Give him the re.
My Scion's pretty crisp. But it's not this crisp. This is a different level of crispness.
A whole level of
like
crisp.
Scrape the crust off crisp. It's too crisp.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh man.
You would have thought that Horseman 4, this would have been a very one-sided top lane matchup with how much we've seen Horseman 4 dominate games, but and even the fact that Horseman 4 is D5 versus the bot, it just shows that rank does not matter.
Oh my goodness. Too much aggression here. Eat My Apples gets turned around there by the charm. Over the wall he goes. Very low. Red buff ticking away. Not going to be enough, though. Looks like he's able to walk out with his life as the rest of his team covers that exit.
Chat says that Horseman 4 is drunk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I'm being told.
Oh, boy. All right, Knock Up connects here with Gold 5 Lucian. This is the engage that they need to find here. Wait, hold on. This shield's going to save his life yet again. The map awareness is too good. Uh-oh, Mother of Doja steps too far up, zeroed out here by the Twitch. Looks like Killer Z still in a good position to get some damage down as Horseman 4 locks out Gold 5 Lucian. He steps his way out of the fight, though, and keeps his life up. Corin the Cat steps in. Look at that taunt once again. Double kill coming out of Wriggle Q. And once again, dude, the Peanut Gallery clean up a huge team fight win for them.
This straight looked like it was in Squid's favor, and taunt was even failed. And they still won.
Yep.
That just shows how far ahead they are.
Huge gold lead here. Sejuani trying to find a way maybe into this dragon pit. I don't know about this positioning. I don't know about this one. Ultimate gets thrown down there on Killer Z, who cleanses it out, flashes for it to get the slow applied, but they're going to walk directly into Wriggle Q. They stop and dance and say, you know what? I messed up. I shouldn't have gone for that steal.
Honestly, it was my Tristana mid score for a second there.
Yeah.
Always 19 kills when they go Tristana mid.
Good to hear.
I'm gonna pull it out in the Baron League bet.
Oh no.
So, all you guys watch out for my Tristana mid.
All right. Here we go.
This game is very one-sided.
It is 25-5 at the 17-minute mark.
This is a complete clown fiesta.
3 turrets to 1. Even dragon numbers though, that's pretty good. Even in dragon takes, so there you go. Mother of Doji's rotating up to the top lane, looking for that top lane outer turret. Not much that the enemy can say or do about this one. Oh my goodness, dude. Stop arguing with our team members in the chat about Tristana mid.
They're gonna let me do it. I have to prove myself.
I must to fight. My friends weigh me down.
Hey, come on. I haven't had a single bad game with it.
You've played 2 games.
I do this in solo queue.
All right, flash forward. It looks like Wriggle Q now. Once again, look at the power available here. All right, Wriggle Q. He needs to just literally stay there and fight. There's no one who can actually take him down at the moment. He's got, look at his items at the 19 minute mark. He's literally unkillable here. So, he's got so much HP, so much armor already.
This game, I'm surprised I haven't seen an FF.
The 5-man FF vote.
Yeah, I'm very surprised.
Well, they preserve the health of that Rift Herald too, so it's going to just keep pushing through. They can't go for a dive here just because Ash's mana bar is really low. I think it would be a mistake to go for one, but they can get some decent damage on the turret and then walk away. A couple of auto attacks down on the Horseman 4. But not too much to be done here. They probably this is the game where you hard split push with this Shen. Just send him down into one of these lanes and then try to play around this Baron literally as soon as possible.
Yeah, for sure. They honestly can take it as soon as it spawns if they wanted to. And then if they attempt to contest, just instantly kill their entire team.
Yep. Shen TP in to save the lowest health person or the front line, whichever one is more relevant. And just wipe them out because their lead is enormous right now. 9K, 20 minute mark. 20 kills to 5 still, but Jesus, this turret advantage is enormous.
Yeah, it's just wow. That is a 10k gold lead at 20 minutes.
I'm going to go ahead and say it. Wriggle Q, 4k up on Horseman 4 in terms of personal gold. it's a lot of gold.
Holy dude. Drunk? I think chat was right.
Ooh, Ash Arrow does not connect here. Ultimate thrown down on Corki. Not going to be enough damage as once again Killer Z with another kill in the mid lane.
Package knocked him out of the Ash ulti.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters though.
Unfortunate.
Too much damage.
Yep. Once again, here's the split push play. I like it. Rocket chunks down Iris Zero quite a bit there, but still gonna not deter him to try to clear out these minions. Sejuani out to the side like they want to go for an engage here, but to be fully honest with you, if they just channel Shen ulti and turn on Eat My Apples, there's not much that Squid's Wards can say or do about it. Knockup connects here. Killer Z getting some good damage on that Sejuani. Down in the bottom lane, you can win this 2v1. Look at how little damage he's taking from Twitch here. 3v1, different story. You need to run from that one. But other than that, Maokai ultimate gets thrown down. Over the wall goes Rakan in the most aggressive play I've ever seen. Still not going to do anything there. Good snare onto Twitch over underneath the turret, but it's not going to actually net them a kill. In the middle of the teamfight, Corn the Cat goes low and goes down fairly quickly. That entire time, Wriggle Q was sitting about in a 2 or 3v1, just tanking it up and doing what he can to stay alive. Jump in from Sejuani. Good channel on the ultimate from Shen yet again. And dashes for the kill. This man's 12-0 in 8. 20 out of 25 kill participation.
Virgo says they call me Killer Z's personal bodyguard. I am looking forward to seeing the finals of
oh my goodness,
dude.
If Wriggle Q can pop off like this in finals, I'll be so happy.
I would love to see this.
Oh my goodness, Wriggle.
Don't forget that Wriggle Q, you need to go message Wriggle Q, get some Shen tips and tricks.
Put out the YouTube video. Tell me how to stay positive in solo queue, then chain it together with with the Shen tips.
You're right.
Oh man. 25 kills to 5. Gold lead ever expanding. 14k. 14k gold lead. Jesus, that's hard to say. 14k gold lead at the 22-minute mark for the peanut gallery. And they just throw in the surrender. They say, no, you deserve it. Woo!
That was, wow. Just, wow.
That was... I think calling this in a...
Yeah, no kidding. That last game was really hard to watch.
It's as if we were all riding on a train for this playoffs going, oh yeah, we'll see. When we get to the end of the tracks, it should be fairly interesting to see, who wins. Wow, we are off the rails suddenly.
Oh, look, we're in the ocean. That's me.
Huh. Bridge out. We missed the sign. We are in the ocean. Huh.
Well then.
Series over.
Shen or Maokai did not die that game.
All right, let's take a look at these charts here.
Shen did more damage than the entire enemy team.
Damage taken, though? Really? Wait, what? Huh. I thought he would have absorbed more damage than that. Where's the damage mitigated chart, dude? How come that's not in Spectate yet?
Did they remove it?
No, it's like available in everything else but Spectate. I want to see my...
I have to actually ask.
Where is damage mitigated to self? No!
Yo, we should get in here and talk to Wriggle. See, you do interviews like Deserex did with
All right.
yesterday.
Yeah. All right. Wriggle, show up in... Where can we meet this guy?
Crap. The Minecraft channel, as long as nobody else joins.
The
drafting room. The drafting room.
That's not reliable enough. Give me caster room 1. Ooh, here we go. Yo, show up in the here we go. Yeah, this is better. Show up in the Ascension eSports server somewhere, and then some mod, some admin, pull him in.
I don't believe we have the power to move people.
Yeah, we don't. That's why I'm calling for the admin. There's got to be someone's got to be listening. They have to be. They're like required to be, I'm sure. Wriggle is silent? Wriggle doesn't talk. Interview failed.
And no interview. I mean, all right. Why don't we do the interview now? And then he could just freaking type to us. Like, I will be Wriggle. I will speak for Wriggle.
He lost because J4 got out TP'd. I don't know, dude.
All right, Wriggle, we got some questions for you.
Yeah,
Why don't you start us off straight?
He can type. All right.
He can type to us, yeah.
Yeah, so what are some things that you're looking for on Shen to get that level of punish? Because we saw you taking some extreme trades that netted you extremely high health bar advantages. So what are some things that you're watching for against your opponent when you're on the Shen to get that health bar advantage? We'll start off there.
Any response yet?
I think he's typing out. I asked a really complex question, so
You're right.
it's not like it wasn't like a yes or no.
That's true. That was really dominant showing from Q in both the Aurelia and Shen game.
He was just like it was like he was everywhere at the same time. It was insane.
He said pulling the sword through people helps a lot. Also, moving on.
Oh, he's typing to you in a private chat. Okay.
Yeah, he said the pulling the sword through people helps a lot. I'm pretty sure that when you pull the sword through people, it slows them when they walk away from you, along with giving you extra % health damage.
Yeah, that's true. Also gives you increased attack speed during that duration too, so it's super advantageous.
Oh, that's good.
So just looking to, I guess, get that good positioning, pull the sword through, land taunt first, sword afterwards. Sounds good. What are some things that you're doing
he said,
okay, go ahead.
He said, I don't usually try to win lane when I'm Shen, more focus on map play. But if you get a lead, building team map helps a lot.
Gotcha. What are some things that you're doing to try to keep your map awareness up? Because it really felt like you knew exactly where to be at all times, probably faster than callouts can really happen to get you there. So what are some things that you do on Shen to try to be aware of like everyone else's situation? Is it just team communication? Like they call out ganks really quickly, or are you actually spying out these plays preemptively?
Well, he said that teammate is really strong for laning in. I believe he's answering your question.
Oh, okay.
He says if he doesn't have a mic, he has to watch the map. Otherwise, there's no way that he can play Shen correctly.
Makes sense.
They don't call. That was actually all him.
Really?
Woo! So, what tips do you have for having that amount of map awareness?
Yeah. What are you just constantly looking at the map? Because I mean, of course you need to be doing that, but I think that when you play Shin, it's got to be on a different level because you need to be analyzing: is this a situation where I can TP in effectively, or is it not one? And knowing that quickly is pretty core to getting that ulti off, properly. You also, like, when there's a cluster of 3 people, you need to be able to identify which target you're looking for to TP onto. So
he says that he has a history of playing StarCraft, and he thinks that helps.
Okay, yeah, especially.
I've never played StarCraft, so could you explain to me why, Stretch?
Yeah, so in StarCraft, you're forced to be aware of a lot of things at the same time. You have to be able to control an army while building an army back at base, while building additional bases, all at the same time, and switching across different screens and looking at different areas of a map and getting used to actually reaching over and physically looking in the middle of things and changing back before you can be out-traded and things like that helps immensely. So someone who's used to, moving and looking across a mini-map and then looking back to their primary focus really quickly is going to be very good on Shen because they're able to do that motion effectively and analyze a situation very quickly. So StarCraft is probably the biggest boon you can have for playing Shen in my opinion. I didn't even think about it until now, but people who play StarCraft are really good at analyzing like map situations pretty quickly.
That actually sounds amazing. It's perfect. It's exactly what a Shen player would want.
He looks at the icons on the minimap. Yeah, I mean that's fair, but still, like you need to find the right target fairly quickly. But
yeah, and I guess you could look at the health bars, but even then, it's kind of like, what if they're already out? Like,
yeah,
you might ulti at the wrong time.
Like what I do in top lane is like I look at icons to determine potential potential plays, and then I focus my camera on the situation if it's something that I need to go into, and then I think what I do on my Shen is I hesitate too long, or I jump the gun. There's like this weird timing where you have to wait for the enemy to fully commit while you're still not too late to save someone's life. So you have to have that timing down if you want to play Shen properly.
All right, well, there's 2 things that have been said. HMTKD said that you can actually click the icons above the minimap to ult a specific person. So like you can actually click the icons of the champion to ult. Along with the fact that Wriggle says that the new Shen ulti is much stronger on low HP people. So now you should ult the low people instead of for engage. And also always ult Killer Z.
I forgot that they changed that. They actually enhanced the shield for low health targets, so that makes a lot of sense there.
So you use it more of as you would use a Galio ulti than you would for engage.
Makes sense.
Now you can still use it for engage as if like a Zac jumps in, you're gonna ulti him to help him out, but it's not what it's meant for anymore.
Right.
All right. Well, that is I believe that's the end of the series for today.
Yeah, man. So I guess I'll close us out. Once again, this has been Ascension eSports Elder League. And if you unfortunately missed it, my name is Stretch. I've been doing your play-by-play casting. You can catch me on the internet at Stretch Beckham on Twitter. You can catch me on twitch.tv/lawstretch as well. I don't have a really well-running YouTube quite yet. I should probably do some practice casting stuff and throw it up there and get critiqued and have people tell me how I can improve. But either way, yeah, if you want to find more of me, that's where you can find me. Crazy, where can they find you?
For me, I have both YouTube and Twitch. Same thing, Crazy spelled with a K with 4 X's afterwards. Yeah, it's a really gay name, but you know what? I love it. because it fits my personality perfectly. Come on, let's be honest.
That's the one. And of course, if you want to get more Ascension eSports, you can always follow both this channel and twitch.tv Ascension or AEsports_GG. That's the main channel. Make sure you're followed there. Get notified as to when we go live, when all of our with all of our sporting events. Also, check out all of the information below that. There's the subreddit, Discord, TeamSpeak, all sorts of stuff to get you connected to the community and get you involved if you are interested. So we'd love to see you guys here. Love to have some new faces floating around playing League of Legends. But with that, it's going to be...
For you.
So what?
I have one last question for you before the end.
Okay.
Who was MVP on both of these teams?
MVP on both of these teams.
Squid's Wars is going to be a lot harder because I'm pretty sure, for the sake of Peanut Gallery, it was Rigoku. We were talking about him in almost every game.
Yep.
So I'm pretty sure that's self-explanatory. But for Squid's Wards, who would be MVP for that team?
Dude, I don't know, actually. Dude, anytime anyone asks me for MVP votes, I'm like, I've got no clue, man.
Well, if I had to vote, I would say that it was Iris Zero, because even though he didn't look like Horseman was guaranteed the first game, but he did bad the next three, so you can't give him MVP for the entire series. I think Iris Zero was MVP throughout the entire series due to the fact that he was always there. He was never non-existent, right? Except for the Shen game, because Shen was ahead and he didn't have any money to build against it. But throughout the entire series, he was doing damage. He was doing his job. He did what he could. And unlike the rest of his team, that just some games like they were there and others they weren't, Iris Zero was always there. He was always a threat. And that's basically what I think. But I'm probably wrong, and other people probably disagree with me.
It was Corn the cat.
Yeah, actually, a lot of people probably said that it was.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't really decide, because I think that Corrin was the. He made a lot of good plays, but much like Horseman 4, he kind of fell off and got a little bit lost. I think you're probably right. Iris Zero, very consistent, and really only had problems when the entire team was having problems. So I think that's a very fair vote.
Yeah, Corn the Cat was actually my secondary for MVP for that team, but due to the fact that he was kind of on and off depending on whether or not he did good, that's why I didn't choose him.
Yeah. But with that, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Once again, thanks for watching the stream. Be sure to make sure you follow all things related to Ascension eSports, and we'll see you guys next time.